So how many have you got now?
93, I think.
Is this 93?
I think so.
I thought you said you were stopping at 89.
Yeah, I tried.
Tell everybody a story that you've told 400,000 times. Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? Right, and how I started doing what I do.
Go from the beginning.
Okay, from the beginning. Right, I first had an MR2 in 1993, which...
What year was it?
It was a 1985 B-Reg, half black bumpers, Mark 1A.
So it was, what, 8 years old at the time?
Yes.
That's a pretty new car then, so it hadn't even started going rusty.
No, it had. But, yeah, it had started. They would... Yeah, that's when you knew it was going to happen.
On.
Yeah, that was going to be the fate. And it was all original. Still had half black bumpers, still had the black mouldings down the sides. It was quite nice, but not brilliant and high mileage. So I kept that for 5 years.
Daily
liked it. Yeah.
So how many miles did you put on it then?
50,000, I think. So a fair amount. It had 160-ish, I think, when it went.
Oh, so I had quite a few on it then?
Yeah.
What's the highest one you've ever seen?
295.
In the UK?
In the UK, and there's some that are 500-ish in America.
Original engine? Maybe.
The one that's done 295 was on its second. So, but it did 230 on its first.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah.
For
but
a petrol,
the car
that ain't bad.
Yeah, the car shouldn't have been on the road for the last 100,000 anyway. So that's by the by.
So where did you get to? You had yours for 5 years, 50,000
I had
miles.
mine for 5 years, and I did 50,000 miles. Loved it. So I thought, right, I'll find the best one I can find. So I found another one which had done 72,000 miles, which to look at was identical. It was another white 1985 Mark 1A with half black bumpers and all the mouldings on the side. Still had the original radio in it. It was perfect. Still a little nipples on the spare tyre. It was brilliant. It was lovely. So I kept that for another 5 years. Met the wife in it. And then it started to rust on the rear wheel arches. So I thought, right, I'll put that in the garage and I'll get a Fiat Coupe because I quite fancied a Fiat Coupe.
Oh, 5-cylinder?
4.
Oh,
I'm afraid.
Neil.
I'm a tight ass.
They put the 5-cylinder in the Fiat Coupe, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which makes me want to buy one.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I get mad around the looks.
Oh, I love them, see.
But I heard
and
they're
the dash.
crap. I heard they're rubbish.
The coloured dash. Yeah, mine was a bit temperamental. He wasn't the most reliable of... He never let me down, but lights started flashing on the dash, which is commonplace now. But back then, it was rare. I wasn't used to these things. So I was used to MR2's with no lights coming on the dash.
Everything works.
Yeah.
Starts first time, every time it works. Just goes rusty.
Yeah. Buy a Fiat, flashy lights. No.
Fiat, Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
You ever had an Alfa?
Never.
No,
so
nor
I'm not official.
No,
so.
I'm not a petrol head either.
No.
I don't even like cars.
Yeah, no.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
So, where are we up to?
I think we had the first one, 5 years.
Yes.
Met the wife at this stage.
Didn't have the wife for the first one.
But you
so
had
it was the second one. Second one, then I met the wife 97.
Did you keep the first one?
No, I sold the first one. I had 2 of them for a while.
So at that point you did sell cars?
Only when I had another one. So I did have 2 of them for a while, both parked outside my parents' house. So yeah.
You've got to have more than one, haven't you? For
different
cars for different occasions.
Yeah.
And, sporty cars, luxurious cars.
Yeah. I haven't got to the luxury cars yet. That's your domain, that is.
You'll get that.
I've never had a Rolls.
Have you
so
not?
I do envy you on that one, yeah.
No, I don't envy you,
no.
It's horrible.
Right.
7 miles to the gallon, round town.
No, it's not, yeah.
Partner hated it.
Yeah?
Everyone looked at her all the time.
Right.
Yeah. I used to put my gym kit on and jump in and with my little shorts on, drive it to the gym.
Yeah.
And then up to Lidl, do my shopping afterwards, take it home.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Gorgeous.
Right.
Lovely thing. Do you know what? That sold and failed its MOT, the next MOT that it had. It's not moved since. And I'm hoping he's dry stored it.
Yeah.
Because he had his harebrained scheme of I think he was just leaving his job and he was coming into a load of money from expenses.
Where was he from?
Just working at like Rolls Royce down the road.
Oh, okay.
So he's just like doing a normal job, and he had loads of expenses, and he was quitting his job, and he was going to go off, and he was a bit entrepreneurial. He was going to, the roles was for weddings, and he was into this and into that, and it didn't like it kind of happened for him really. Because I think he did 1 or 2 weddings, and then the car failed its MOT on a snap rear spring, and it's never moved since.
Right.
I want it back.
Yeah.
I do.
So
want
do you
it
know
back.
where it is then?
I've got his number, and I know that he's not a million miles away, but I don't know exactly where.
Yeah.
But I don't want to pull the trigger until I've got the money, because it's sod's law. I'll make the call, and he'll go, "Come and have a look at it," and I'll go, "Shit,
Yeah.
can't afford that.
Yeah.
Can't afford to go through with that."
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to
I
have
need
it
a
back.
roof.
Oh yeah. Well, it's very open plan.
It's nice though.
I've seen better bus shelters to be
Yeah.
fair. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So where were we?
So
First
right,
one, second one.
So I'm on to the second one. So I bought the best one I could find. Then the wheel arches started to go. Then I bought the Fiat Coupe. So I had the Fiat
Four-cylinder, never
Coupe,
mind.
4-cylinder, 16 valve, bright yellow. I loved it.
I like
did.
that.
I
Stand
did
out.
love it. It was great.
Did they ever do a yellow MR2 factory?
In some countries, I think they did. Possibly America, possibly South America, maybe Japan, but very, very few. I know of a few, but I don't know how original they are. People have told me that they've got original yellow ones, but on one hand you could count them.
Oh really?
So yeah,
Very, very rare.
Yeah.
Like the black cars. Black cars are rare, aren't they?
back cars are rare as well. 5 or 10 left in the UK. So,
Really?
yeah. So we've got rusty rear wheel arches, we've got Fiat Coupe. So car went into my garage waiting to be done. It
Oh,
stayed.
what? Failed MOT or just just wanted
bored.
it look
I
nice?
wanted to get it nice, and I wanted this Fiat Coupe. I didn't want to use it with rusty wheel arches, so I got the Fiat Coupe. I then ran the Fiat Coupe for a couple of years. My brother had a Maserati Merak, which he'd lost the storage on.
The one off of Top Gear. James May had
Yes.
one. The red one.
The
no,
red-
Clarkson had it, didn't he? Was it
Yes.
the Merak SS? But it wasn't an SS. They bought the SS badge and they badged it up.
And it was from where I live in Llandilo. Chuck Clarkson bought it from somebody in Llandilo.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that? 5, 7,
10
10 years.
probably.
Cheap car at the
I
time,
would
wasn't
say.
it?
Yes.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So my brother had a Maserati Merak. Didn't have anywhere to store it. Can I store it in your garage, please? Yes, okay. MR2 comes out into the weather for probably another 2 years. I bought the house that I'm in now, which needed a bit of work. I thought I'm never going to get round to doing the work on this car. So then 2007, my son was born, gave up work to look after him, and started taking parts off the MR2 because nobody wanted it. I tried selling the whole car for £200. Nobody would buy it, even though it was
£200?
£200 for a 72,000 mile original MR2 with its original stereo.
What sort of money were other cars making, other MR2s at the time?
An immaculate one with 60,000 miles would have been about £2,000, something like that.
So you were 10 times cheaper than the best car on the market?
Yeah, and nobody would have it. I was offered £100 by somebody who wanted to do banger racing with it. And
I've just had a thought. I'm selling my Jag at the moment, and I'm the cheapest in the UK, and no one will buy it.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
then
keep it.
That might be the way.
Ruinously expensive. Everybody that I say I get 23 miles to the gallon, brilliant.
Yeah,
They go, that's crap. I
yeah.
think that's brilliant. 3.2 litre straight six, big old school engine and an old school heavy
Everybody
car.
wants their cars to do 40 to the gallon now, don't they?
And the rest. Do you know, I was looking at petrol cars the other day, new petrol cars, they do 90 to the gallon. And little 1.5 diesels do 90 to the gallon.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but no matter how expensive fuel gets, not that this is an excuse, don't make fuel expensive, please. It's not going to be expensive to run.
Yeah.
They've gone from putting like £12 worth of fuel in and doing 1,000 miles to putting £20 worth of fuel in to do 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
They don't know the struggle, do they?
Yeah,
They don't
no.
know the 100 litre fuel tanks. do
No,
they?
no.
£200 fill-ups now.
I had a Range Rover 15 years ago, maybe not quite 15 years ago, and I went to fill that.
2006.
It was probably about 2009ish, and I went to fill that up in Tesco's one day, and it cost £120 to fill up then, and the woman in Tesco's came out and had a look round to see what I'd filled up, because they never had £120 going in the car
How many
before.
cans have you
Yeah,
used?
exactly. 4.4 petrol, and it drunk 12.5 that was doing. So
Round town or average?
just in general.
I remember.
I don't have a round town. I don't live around town.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think I used to average about 7 in the rolls, and that was at the time when fuel was about 140.
Right.
I remember I drove up to Birmingham, £60
Yeah.
to get there. Bear in mind, this is when fuel was cheaper. Fuel wasn't £2 a litre; it was £1.40, and that was £60 to get there.
Yeah.
Needles just going
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I know the feeling of Needle doing that.
Smiles per gallon.
Yeah, that's it.
But
isn't it?
these things are pretty good on fuel, aren't they?
I used to get 40 plus out of mine on it because I live in the country. I used to do 25 miles-ish to and from work, and 40 plus all the time.
Same with
Brilliant.
the Honda CRXs. The little...
Right, that's what I nearly had instead of this.
Exactly. Japanese. I had plenty of them when I was younger because they were really cool. B16A VTEC, pretty quick, pretty nimble, starting to go rusty, cheap cars, a couple of grand at the time when I was younger. And I had my probably second or third one at the time, and we went to London, other side of London, with my mate to pick up his 205 GTI. He bought a rare black restored 205 GTI quite a few years ago, probably 2007, 2008, from a company called Just GTIs, I think, that restored the 205s.
Right.
He paid £3,000 for it, which was big money at the time. We were all saying, how much are you paying for it, mate? He's like, it's a good car, been restored and all that. Anyway, I drove to London with the three of us in the car, and I drove back from London, and I didn't need to fill up in the CRX. He didn't get home from London on a tank in the 205.
Right.
Japanese cars are just better, aren't they? They're just...
That's it. When I bought my first one, I would look through Auto Trader, and there was Honda CRXs and MR2's, and I was torn between one and the other, and that one's £2,500, that one's done a few less miles, and it's there, but for the grace of God, I was nearly down the CRX route.
I don't think you'd have managed it, though, because there's not... How many MR2's do you own?
Not doing this, but I would have loved to have had one.
Oh, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, but there's nowhere near as many. I'm trying to find them these days.
So how many have you got now?
93, I think.
Is this 93?
I think so.
I thought you said you were stopping at 89.
Yeah, I tried, and it was the one in, one out, but that didn't work for very long. But there's one going next week, I think.
So how many?
So, and I had
one.
After? One went 2 or 3 weeks ago. It might be 92 actually. So.
But you're so close to 100 now.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting to 100.
But you said you were stopping at 89.
Yeah, I know. It's not getting to 100. It will not get. It cannot get to 100.
I know of a few more locally.
Yeah, I know. I've got 2 superchargers that I might have to pick up as well. I haven't told you about them, have I?
No, you haven't.
No, I'm not telling you anymore. No.
Along with the other supercharger you got the other day.
Yeah. These are another 2. One has MOT, one hasn't. One's a manual, one's an automatic. One's a T-bar, the other's a tin top. We'll see. Watch your space.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? If you guys want to see a supercharged MR2 restored, comment below. Tell Neil that he needs to go and buy that one and it needs to end up here, and we need to restore it.
Well, you can have the one I picked up the other day. You can.
I know, we already talked about that, haven't we? But at the same time, Neil, no
63,000 miles.
I don't care if it's got 12 miles on it, Neil. I got no roof. I got no roof, and I got things that I got to sell to make room. Because I got to finish this. But the MR2 is the first one in. It's the first in the queue, and I think it's going to be really good fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We will be a while, but we will get there. So there we go.
Yeah.
An interview
Click
with
like
Neil
and subscribe.
Jones.
Click like and subscribe.
No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, you don't do that?
No, apparently it's very, very pushy.
Yeah.
Apparently, if your content is okay, they'll subscribe
But do you know,
anyway.
I watch a bit of the Formula One stuff, and they're
I
always
hate Formula One.
Do you?
I can't
do you
get
really?
my head round it. I ain't got time, have I? How have you got time?
Midnight.
Oh, you
Midnight. That's my waking hour. That is. So at midnight, I'll watch
That
a bit
doesn't
of
mean you
Formula
can
One.
message him at midnight, guys. It's always
Everybody
midnight
does in
somewhere.
America. Everybody in America, they're pinging back and forth midnight.
I suppose they're 6 hours behind, so
Yeah,
6
so it
o'clock at night for
depends
them.
where
They
they are,
finish
yeah.
work. What do you mean you won't get back to me?
Yeah,
2
yeah,
a.m., mate.
yeah.
Crikey.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of them put the like and subscribe sort of a couple of minutes in,
I
and they
used
started.
to. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Right.
Maybe that's why I ain't got enough subscribers.
Well, maybe that's it.
A few
So
more.
click like and subscribe.
If Neil said, then you probably should. But you're probably already watching
Have.
Cousin Neil anyway.
I doubt it.
I would have thought so.
No.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we're getting there, aren't we?
I think so. I
So
think
this one's
we'll-
off to.
This one's off to
home.
pastures new, and this one will get a thorough looking over in the next week, I hope.
Which means you'll take every single usable part
I
off of it.
will get everything off there that you can think of and a few more that you can't.
And also, we've signed the number plates, haven't we?
And we have signed the number plates.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to do with them yet. We need to find. We've got front and rear number plates that we've signed. Insert picture about here. And we need to find 2 worthy people that deserve the number plates off of this car.
Yeah.
Or want the number plates off this car.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Watch this space. But this one's gone. We now got some space. And we'll try not to fill it.
Yeah.
'Cause
You might.
Oh. All I'm going to say is, in a couple of weeks' time, Neil has said that he wants to come back with the black MR2. I'm adamant I'm not ready for it. He's adamant that I am. Maybe you guys can decide. Comment down below. And you can either put, yes, Neil, bring it as soon as you can, or no, James. You have
Leave
the time
it a
that
little
you
bit.
need.
Get a nice roof on your garage. Get everything nice and ready with all the proper lighting. And then when you start on it, you can do it. You can get it when you start on it. I should have brought it down today, really. That would have been the thing. One off, one in, one out. As the missus says, one in, one out. And then job done. I wouldn't have any more then. I wouldn't have anything to worry about.
I guarantee by the time you bring that black car down, you'll be on 100.
No, it's not going to happen. Apart from if I get these other 2, that'll be nudging it up a bit more. But I've got one to go this week
Complete.
because he's dismantled, completely gone,
Oh,
full of
so
tin
it's
cans
like
now.
literally
Yeah,
nothing left.
There's nothing left. I've been waiting for the last probably a month because somebody wanted the bottom part underneath the windscreen, and that it was perfect on there. And I thought, right, I'm not going to send this away until he gets back to me to see if he wants that. And then there was somebody else who wanted the front part. No, then around the front at the top where the headlamp is. It had started to go rusty there, so I thought this one's good. I know I've got 100 more, but this one is good, and I don't want to send this one away when it is still good. So I'll save it until that. But neither of them have got back to me, so it'll probably have to go as it is. But there's nothing left on it.
Nothing.
Insert picture here of nothing left of car.
You can send me that picture.
I'll
tonight.
send you that picture. Yeah,
Even the loom?
loom gone. Taken out.
Sold.
Engine bay loom sold, but I take all the looms out anyway.
What? Sensors back to ECU.
Yes,
Is that so?
it's different all over the world.
Think out loud.
Mark
I mean,
1 A's.
say for example, I had a TVR Vixen chassis. Not that I do.
Okay,
I do.
right,
I do. And I like to put a 4AGE in it.
right. I'm
I
doing a
would.
thing on my Instagram in a couple of weeks. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go on.
Of different cars that aren't Toyotas or aren't MR2's that have 4AGE engines in, and I've been sent. I haven't asked anybody yet, but people sometimes say, "Can I have this for the engine?" It's in one of these, and I've got one where it's in an Anglia and a Mark II Escort and a couple of kit cars and a few other bits and pieces like
So it
that.
must be doable, because if you think about it, engine and box, all the sensors and the loom that goes back to the ECU is all one system.
Plug
So
and
is
play.
it just power into the ECU and the key?
You don't need the key because the key isn't coded to anything, so key can be anything.
So you can just put like a switch in,
Yeah.
and it just...
yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
In a TVR
and then I can
Vixen.
modify that one. What is it? So they take a
Have you got a body
4AGE
as well?
Huh?
Have you got a body?
No.
Right. Okay.
As you can see, no. No roof, no
Right.
body, but lots and lots of willing.
Right. Right.
4AGE. And
Yeah.
what do people build? 5, 6, 7 AGEs? When they put-
yes.
Tell me more about that.
I don't
'cause
know.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. That's out of my. Unless it's 4AG, I don't know.
Not
20
interested.
valves. There's a lot of people put in 20 valve heads on them. is a 7A GE where you have a block off an 1800.
1800 what? Mark 2?
Yep. Celica, I think. I think it's an 1800 Celica. And then you use the crank and rods and everything, just stick the head onto it, and then I think it makes a 7AG, but I'm not
It's the same with the CRXs. B16, right. You could take the B16 block, take the head, no, tell a lie. Get rid of the block,
right.
Keep the head,
yeah,
and then you get an engine, a B20 out of a CRV, you know, the little 4x4-y job on the CRV.
Right.
And then you put the head on the block with a little conversion kit for the head gasket,
right.
And that makes you a B20, which will give you good power, but also a little bit more torque,
right,
as well.
Okay.
Very cool little thing.
Yeah,
I had one of those. They were cool.
With the uprated, right?
B20, I think, is built by a guy called Daz at DNR, and it was one of the first ones in the UK to be done, and I needed to rebuild it. Do you know, I bought it from a guy. I was young, and I was naive, and it was strong money, and I turned up and I said, I love it, I'm taking it, let's go.
How many CRXs did you have then?
Celestial Blue, Chris Collins, Ron Keys. Silver one that was a B20 from that utter penis. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Right.
White, my SIR. I had a white SIR, Japanese import,
okay.
Power steering, climate control, like all the bells and whistles. I think it was a tin top, super light, gorgeous.
What's the thing with CRXs then? Are some tin tops and some sunroofs?
Majority sunroofs in the UK, susceptible to rust down the sills, that sort of stuff, same as the MR2's, and B16A1 in the UK, and I think it's B16A2 in Japan,
right,
which made a touch more power, but not hugely noticeable. And they also did a Valver, a D16 Valver non-VTEC in the UK, but not for me. The styling was better on the VTEC.
Right.
But anyway, I had my white one, lift off oversteer on the motorway coming off, wrapped it into a barrier, and my mate was in the passenger seat, and luckily it was all right.
Right.
Drove it home, bent chassis, sold it. Pain in the ass. It's beautiful. It's rust free. It's white. It's gorgeous. But yeah, three or four of them maybe.
How old were you then?
Was I?
Yeah.
Old enough to be stupid.
Yeah. We've all done it. I've crashed 19, one of these. So.
19, 20?
Yeah.
Someone else has crashed one of these as well. Yeah, I bought the bloody CRX B20, went to look at it, had all the extra bits and bobs on it. I said, yeah, great, I'll take it. Went to turn up the week later, and I said, where's the wheels gone? He put other ones on, don't you know? Won't sell the car with no wheels. Oh, they didn't come with the car. Where'd the steering wheel go? Oh, that didn't come with the car. Did I not tell you? What about that? Oh, that didn't come with the car. And you know when you committed to it and you spent a whole week getting all excited about it, arranging the insurance, £1,000 for insurance back in the day when I was younger, obviously, modified CRX, and you've gone all the way there to pick it up, and you just go, okay, I'll pay the money. I'll have the car that ain't got half the bits on it. You wouldn't do it nowadays, would you? Turn up and go, put those bits back on, or I'm walking away.
I went to buy a push bike 6 months ago. Pinarello 65.1 something, fancy bike. Okay, yeah, right.
Rally?
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah. So he advertised it, Pinarello. Pinarello is the dogs. Okay. So he advertised it with gold chain. Gold chain is, I don't know, something fancy.
An actual gold chain?
It's gold plated.
Oh, okay.
You can edit this out, it's okay.
No, we'll keep it in for the bike guys in the audience.
So it had a gold chain on it. What else did it have? It had a couple of bits and pieces on it. Pedals on it. Things like that. So after about a fortnight of going back and forth with the guy, we agreed a price. And I said, right, okay, I'm busy. I'll come now and get it. So I went.
Were you buying or selling?
I was buying.
Okay.
I was buying this. I do a bit of cycling. And I quite fancy.
A little bit?
Yeah.
You pretty much cycled here one day. How many miles do you do on your birthday?
112.
Iron Man.
That's it, yeah.
Did you go and swim afterwards?
I didn't, I can't swim. I can't swim. Left-handed and can't swim.
Should have run home. I'm left-handed, but I can't
run either. I can do 1 mile and that's it. I did 1 mile 8 times, and it almost killed me. So
You've only got to run and stop 26 times. You can
yeah,
run a
yeah,
man.
yeah. But
Just have a little break every
these
time.
are in 8 separate days, and it killed me. No, I can't. I cannot run. So I went to see this Pinarello with all its whistles and bells on. Turned up there, and the first thing I noticed was the gold chain that was in all the pictures wasn't on it anymore. And he says, "Oh yeah, no, I put another chain on, and it's like new. It's the same as the gold chain, but it's like new. Alarm bells, ding-a-ling-a-ling. This is a $2,000 bike. So it's a $2,000 8-year-old bike. So
Wow.
alarm bells are going off. So he says, "I'll jump in." I thought it was too small for me anyway, so I was in 2 minds about
Put the
buying
seat
it.
up, mate.
And
Put the seat up.
so he'd been persuading me for 2 weeks to go and have a look at this thing, and I kept on saying, "I'm sure it's too low. I'm sure it's too small for me. I can't get it big enough. I've got one already that I think is a little bit too small, and this one's 3 centimeters smaller than that. So it wasn't going to work anyway." So and I jumped on it, and then I put my hands on the handlebars and pressed the brakes, jogged it back and forth. Tons of play in the stereo on the front. I thought, I'm not having this. This is no good.
Not for that money.
So then I messaged a friend of mine and said, "I know there's a few fakes of these going around.
Oh.
What's this?" And he said, "Send me a picture of the derailleur on the back and of the bottom bracket." So I sent him a couple of pictures of those. He says, "That's a fake one."
Oh.
So off I tootled, and but it was a 3-hour round trip to go and have a look at it. And then he sends me a message after saying, "I knew you were a time waster," which is brilliant. It was brilliant.
The irony.
But yeah, it was a bit. But,
Oh, dear.
and then he rung me up the next day and said, "Right, okay, you can have it for a bit less." So, but that's Facebook for you.
Ridiculous.
So,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Everyone loves a chancer.
Yeah.
Apart from the person who's trying to sell honest things.
Apparently, everyone likes a white chaser as well.
Chasers are stupid money. I get that. What are they? 2J.
I hadn't heard of them
Turbo.
until a few weeks ago. I'd never heard
They're
of a
a
chaser.
weird thing. They're very square, boxy, like drifter cars, aren't they?
They
But
got-
they come with a 2J turbo,
Right.
2J's GTE,
Yeah.
and the R154 gearbox off of a Supra.
Right. Okay.
Pass.
But they don't
Desirable.
look like.
They
Much.
look like. I kind of like. I like boxy. I like.
They're not
boxy
Cosmo,
square.
are they?
Cosmo's kind of curvy-wurvy.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I like the Cosmo because it's weird. I like
Yeah.
rotary, but I like square and boxy.
Right.
I like it when they take a brick, put wheels on it, and go, "That's ready for market.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
go."
Stick the lights on.
Yeah, Rolls Royce, big square
Yeah.
block, love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Anything big and square. Toyota Century.
No.
Do you know what a Toyota Century is?
No.
You're a Toyota man.
Yeah. No.
The first ever production V12 to come out of Japan. 5 litre V12 in the Century. That was in the second model, the GZ50.
Right.
Started in the 1960s.
Okay.
They made their big executive, their version of the Rolls Royce that had a V8 in it. I don't know if it was a 1UZ or I think it's just normal V8.
Right.
They ran it from, I think it's, don't correct me, 1967-ish. I don't think it was. It was close to
Yeah,
1967. They ran it all the way through, and then they brought in the V12 in, I don't know, 2000 and...
Edit in the correct number.
1998. I think it was 1998. And it was the first. It was a 5 litre V12, and it was just big and boxy and
Okay.
excessive and shit on fuel.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
But reliable. Toyota reliability.
Yeah.
I really want one of those.
Right.
And also, they had woolen interior, and wool was the option above leather
Okay.
because leather was creaky
right.
and noisy, and wool is softer and quieter.
Yeah.
and
Well, so
also-
a lot of people don't like leather, you see, because it's too hot and sticky in the summer and too cold in the winter.
We don't get
Any
hot summers.
girl
It's
with
fine.
short skirt don't like leather. Burn
I
leg.
burn the back of their legs.
Yeah.
What? How short?
Well,
Crikey! Jesus Christ!
this is back in the 90s, I suppose. Maybe it was
if your
different
pants
back
are
then.
hanging out, it's too short. But in the back of the Century, you can recline, and you can pull a section out the back of the seat, the passenger's seat, and you
Right.
can put your feet through the back of the seat, recline.
Right.
Beautiful.
Okay.
One day,
I've never heard of this thing, you see.
that should be your daily driver. You're the Toyota man. You should do your deliveries
I know.
in a
I should.
Century.
I did think of getting a what's the new Honda is it a CRV or something like that? It's like halfway between a small car and a 4x4.
What is it? A Hyundai?
No, a Toyota CRV or something like that.
Oh, the little hybrid-y.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did think of getting
CHR.
That's it. I did think of getting one of them, but I couldn't find one of the tow bar at the time, so I didn't. But somebody with an MR2 came to see me one day in one of those, and I thought that'd be in keeping, wouldn't it? I could have one of them.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Nah, go Sentry. That'd be a beautiful
It's the
vehicle.
logical choice, is it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Should we wrap things up?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we have started talking about bikes and modern cars. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, in summary, this one's off. The black one's coming at some point soon. We're going to restore
Probably
it together.
6 months.
Wow, spring.
Yeah.
Spring 23,
Yeah.
being honest. And if you want any pieces off of this car, contact Neil, Facebook, Instagram, links in description. And if you want any bits that aren't on this car for any MR2, anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world?
Apart from Europe.
Sorry if you're in Europe,
it's
guys.
such a pain going to Europe. So, yeah, anyway.
Almost anywhere in the world.
It has to be tracked to Europe, that's all.
But that's fine. And if you want anything for your MR2, if you don't use Neil, then you're mad. Because he's got everything. His prices are reasonable. His prices haven't changed in how many years?
No, they haven't. I was thinking that after the prices of the cars have quadrupled, and I'm selling the same things for the same price, and then running out of them. So, yeah, I'm doing something wrong, aren't I?
Well, you're doing something right. Are you busy?
I'm afraid so. Yeah.
Fair play. Anyway, guys, enjoy. See you soon.
Bye-bye. I'm in lounge mode.
You are? I know you said you wanted to get relaxed.
Yeah, well, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So you're going to lie here, and then I'll sit here like I'm your shrink.
Yeah. Does it go into a different mode?
It does, yeah, it does the seating mode as well.
How does it do that then?
Do that. Oh, hang on, what you done to it? What?
Yeah, got it. You flick this up and it cantilevers off the ding dong on the wow, is it? No?
Right, let's turn that on. Ah,
right.
There we go.
Look at that. Right, Jesus.
There you go, take a seat.
Yeah, oh shit, he's going again.
There we go.
Right.
That's lovely. Right, let me just
just edit it all out.